Hello everybody. Tonight, I would like to tell you a ghost story. Now bear with me, I'm going to read this off the computer screen that I just wrote it on. It's a true story, and I hope that you do enjoy it. Just 1 second while I find it. Okay. Now, I was about 10 years old, and maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older. I'm not sure. And my cousin and I were staying in my grandpa's house on the top floor in his old house. And I think that the room that we were in, it used to be an old storage closet. That might not be the case, but that's how it kind of seemed. And on the far end of the room, there was a bed. It was a bunk bed, and there was, a lower part, a top part, and I was on the top part. My cousin was on the bottom. Now, all of a sudden, I feel this warm, tingly sensation. And in the back of my mind, I see this image of a Native American. Now, he's a little bit bigger, kind of a roundish face, and he didn't wear traditional Native American clothing. He had kind of what was a striped shirt. I think it was like kind of orange and white striped shirt, and I honestly can't remember the pants he was wearing, but I'm sure he was wearing pants. I think I might have been seeing a bit more than once too. But anyways, sorry, a little bit of internal laughter there, and I guess that was external. But anyways, I sense it is there, and I go back home, and the next, might have been the next morning, might have been the next night, I say to my dad that I had sensed all this. And, well, my dad's the kind of guy who, really likes to just, kind of jab it in when you say something stupid and just, say something funny. So, anyways, I was ready to be ridiculed, ready to be embarrassed. Because, my dad liked to have his fun, and that's just the way he is, and, so, he shocked the shit out of me when he said, "Oh yeah, we call him the Chief." I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, he's been there for years, since I was a boy, and I just kind of was shocked that, this is what happened, and like I had seen something that was seen by other people, and so it was real. Now, after my grandfather passed away, somebody, whoever owned the house afterwards, came to my dad, and they said, "Don, something strange happens in that house. Lights will turn off and on from one room until the other, and the TV will turn off and on." And my dad was like, "Yeah, that happens." And no, sorry, I lost it there. He said, "Oh yeah, my dad used to do that. He'd go from one end of the house to the other. He'd go from one end of the house to the other, turning off and on lights." And so, yeah, he took that really well, and after my grandfather passed away, I was scared. I was scared of ghosts for some reason, and I was afraid he's going to come back and haunt me. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I had a dream, and in that dream, my grandfather was wearing his fur hat and his blue coat that he used to wear to work, and there's actually pictures of him with that attire on, and actually a watercolor painting that my aunt had done. And yeah, I saw him on the train in my dream, and he was saying, "Louis, you don't have to be afraid of me. I love you. I never do anything to hurt you." Well, I wake up, and there, standing beside my bed and looking down on me, was my grandfather. And it startled me. I mean, and as quick as I saw him, he's just gone just like that. I want to continue this with one more story. My sister, after she had her son, saw my grandfather as well. And he said to her, "Natalie, I'm proud of you. I love you and I'm proud of you." Just amazing things that can happen in this world, and there's so little explanation for them, but it lets you know that there is something afterwards, that life does go on. And I hope maybe you've enjoyed these stories, and I certainly hope that I haven't offended anybody by telling them. If any of my family members are upset about my mentioning their names, just let me know. I'll take this video down. But I just wanted to share these stories. I thought, maybe some people would enjoy them, and it might give hope to those. I don't know what's, on the other side. I just know that there is something from my experiences and from the experiences of people that I know. Peace, love, good night.